long time Catholic workers get older and older, sometimes start to entering that phase of development where you ponder the future. And you get a sense of your own mortality, and you wonder, how long can you keep doing this? And what you're going to look like when your knees and your hips are being replaced, and you have trouble getting up and down the stairs and doing all those dishes and stuff, and you start thinking about still doing a life of service, but maybe changing the focus, not against all the physical work that you have to do, and you want to do something to help the movement and foster the movement. And I've been thinking about creating a new job for us older Catholic workers, and I've come up with I've designed a job for myself, so that as I get older and age out of the system, I can still get service, because I know a lot of stuff and I made a lot of mistakes, so I decided to, in association with the Catholic Workers Archives at Marquette University, to apply for a grant to fund this Catholic Worker Hotline. Older Catholic workers who know how to do everything, whether you believe them or not. They have a place to sit and dispense their advice when other newer Catholic workers start their communities, and they can call in. Because the Catholic Worker Archives in Marquette University are the repository of all of the knowledge that has been written down, and all the apocryphal stories of Dorothy Day are in that archive, and all that wisdom is just kind of condensed right there. And if there was a Catholic Worker Hotline, then all these newer Catholic workers could call in and get good advice. And I was thinking, well, maybe it would sound, we have like 3 scenes of the kind of things that people would call into the hotline to find out about. So just gonna be our Catholic worker who's calling the hotline, and I'll
Ring, 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 ring.
Catholic Worker Hotline.
Hi, I just joined the Worker House, and I've never been to a peace demonstration.
Really? Wait, before you continue, can you tell me which Catholic Worker House it is?
I prefer not to say.
Okay, well, we're anarchists. I can't force you to do anything.
Well,
but we got this grant, and they want us to write down stuff. It's not applicable.
Anyway, I'm afraid about this demonstration. I don't know about keeping my cool. I'm supposed to be kind of keeping in line here, and I've been wanting to scream at some of these foolish people at the base. Yeah. What will I do?
Been there, done that.
Do you have any advice?
This demonstration, and this guy drove by in a car, and he does this, and I hollered out,
"Did what?
Hey, buddy, is that your age or your IQ?" And that's the thing to do. Non-violent. But this is your first.
Yeah. I don't want to say yeah. It is. I'm a little nervous. What do I do? Any advice?
Yeah, I got some advice. I'll tell you what. You go to a demonstration, and you're basically taking a stand against somebody else's views, and so they feel like you're criticizing them. But one thing you need to know to keep a nonviolent state of mind is that if you criticize, before you criticize someone, you should always walk a mile in their shoes.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Yeah.
And that way, once they find out that you've been criticizing them, you're a mile away and you've got their shoes.
Well, thanks. I've already have around in here.
That'd be of help.
All right, thanks. All right, okay.
End scene. Scene 2.
Ring.
Catholic Worker Hotline.
Yes, I've been told that Catholic workers, I guess, they're anarchists. So, as a kid, I was always told how to vote and all that. But I don't know about that. What about this? Do I lose my Catholic worker membership if I vote?
Well, that's an interesting question, because there's really 2 schools of thought on that. Anarchists, the older anarchists believed that, you know, voting for the lesser of two evils was still evil. So, you know, people like Ann Hennessy, Dorothy, they didn't vote. Americans didn't vote, and so. But there are many Catholic workers who grew up and were taught to participate in democracy using all of their constitutional rights, not just to vote, but to go out and freely assemble and to address grievances and to do civil disobedience. And I think they ought to do all of that. And you know, whatever speaks to your condition, that's what you should do. But you should know if you choose the second option.
Ooh. Okay.
You need to know the difference between Republicans and Democrats.
Well, what's the difference? Tell me, please.
The difference between a Republican and a Democrat is that a Republican kisses Wall Street's ass on the right cheek. And the Democrats on the left side. That's all you need to know.
Thanks, I think.
All right.
Yeah, right on.
Catholic Worker Hotline.
Yeah, I got an emergency here. I'm locked up in the bathroom right now. Yeah. I got one of these guys. You know, we got some guests that are sometimes ornery. Well, we got this guest. He drunken again. I told him he had to leave.
Yeah.
Gotta get out of the house, buddy. That's it. You lost your space for the night.
Yeah.
He doesn't like that idea, so I'm locked in the bathroom. I wanted to tell him to go, but he said.
Is he threatening you?
Well, yeah. He says, just meet me outside. Meet me outside across the street. He'll deal with me there. He said.
Oh,
Yeah. So
you know, I once knew a Catholic worker who was trying to expel a guy, and he said, you know, why don't you and I just go take this outside because. And the Catholic worker guy said, you know, look, I'm really busy right now, but go across the street, and in 10 minutes, if I'm not there, you start without me. Lock the door when he goes out.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Yeah, call back if you have any other questions.
Yeah.